A lot of black girls are flight attendants. A flight attendant is a very good job. It pays decent. The pay is decent. You're not going to be rich or anything like that, but you'll be able, to get by. But the perks that comes with the flight attendant is really what matters. You get to travel the world for free. You go to all these different countries. Because remember, when the plane lands in another country, it's going to be a while before you have to go back on that plane and take it back to where you came from. So you could be waiting 8 hours. They got to check it. They got to check the engine. Have to check all the mechanical stuff before that plane could fly again to make sure it's going to be a safe flight. So let's say you in a different country. Your next flight is 8 hours before you go back. So for 8 hours, you could hang out in that country. So you could sit somewhere, get something to eat. You could talk to the people outside. You might even meet someone. You might meet somebody who you want to date. So the flight attendant, that's a dope job. That's a dope job.
When you first get to your base, don't be so quick to run home to your friends, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your cat, your dog, your bird, or whoever, okay? Stay in that place, in that base. Learn yourself. Figure out what you like, don't like, what's your triggers, and all these different things. Because the more you run home to all them people I just said, the less you're going to know about you and how you feel during this transition. And this transition is the biggest transition of your life. If you never moved out, if you never did anything like this before, and you need to take time to learn yourself, because then you'll crash out. You'll crash out. You'll feel depressed. You'll be sad. You'll be feeling all these things. Okay? You need to build a community. You need to make friends. You need to go places. You need to travel. Baby, when I first started, I wanted to go home so much because I come from a big family. And we always do everything together. I love them down. We do Taco Tuesday and all these things. So I miss them like crazy. And I was such a my man. I always wanted to go see my boyfriend. Always wanted to hang out. Always wanted to do things. So I always was going home. But you can my man yourself out of opportunities, out of trips, out of meeting new people. Literally hang out with people. Do things. Try things. You never know what's going to happen. Why am I a year and a half in and I just started traveling, like personal travel? I just went to Colombia with my friends last month, and then we did Canada this month, and then we're going on a trip next month. And people think, girl, you going a little crazy with the trips. No, baby, I'm just getting started because I didn't start before. So I'm giving you the advice and saying travel, live life. You have a job where you can take advantage of traveling. Baby, when I went to Canada, $0. When I came back, I think it was like $60-something. That's taxes. When I went to Colombia, I paid $15 to go over there. When I came back, what was it, $30? Taxes. You ain't coming by that no time soon. People are not doing that. We are doing that. You need to go travel. You need to live life. Stop getting caught up and wanting to always go home and see other people. That is holding you back. Babes, is holding you back. Go live your life. Go do your thing. It is okay. And when they say it gets better, it does. I am proof that it gets better. Baby, I was sad last year. I was going through it. I was depressed. I was in the pits. But now I can tell you that I have the joy from the Lord. I'm feeling good. I look good. I feel great. I'm doing my thing. Okay? My confidence is at an all-time high. I just feel like I'm that girl. I'm the baddest flight attendant you have ever seen in your life. Okay? And you just gotta be that. Walk that talk, do it, and I promise you, you're gonna be okay. Do not quit. Do not quit. You better not quit. And if you skipped all the way to the end, I don't care because you needed this part. Don't quit. Keep going.
So a lot of people want to know, how do you afford stuff as a flight attendant? Because as you know, we don't get all the money in the world starting out. You really see more money when you are more senior in your company, when you gain seniority and stuff like that. A huge thing I did was had money saved, and so that helps you a lot. When you have money saved, it will help you a lot when it's like your first year in being a flight attendant, because you're gonna have a bunch of expenses. Moving, if you're moving, you're gonna have to try to catch up. So saving has really helped me the most at this moment, because my income from my other sources of income is a little bit different. So for me, how I afford stuff, honestly, I do stuff on the side. Like I do a lot of social media stuff, and so I get sponsorships and paid from posting on social media platforms and stuff like that. It's other things that I know some other people do to make money with this job is that they're like a bartender or they work at a restaurant. I know that some people, I think you can be a substitute teacher, which you don't necessarily have to have a set schedule. Whatever job it is that you need to do, it should be something that you don't need to have a set schedule for. I know there's a lot of people that are cleaners and like, you know, they have their own businesses, real estate agent, and so they're into real estate. There's other things you could do. Like, I don't know how, you know, young some of y'all are, or if you guys would want to. You could do like bottle service. If that's your little cup of tea. That's not my cup of tea, okay? Because I don't think I would really be a good bottle service girly anyways. But shout out to the girlies that do, because you could make a boatload, especially like, you know, being a bartender too, and just like stuff like that. I know a lot of people too, they do DoorDash on the side and stuff. I wouldn't do that because of my car. I love my car too much. And I've done DoorDash before in other cars like years ago, and it's like ruined my other cars because I've done it so much. So yeah, but there's also Shipt, Instacart, stuff like that could really help. If you're only doing it here and there, I don't think it would have that much wear and tear on your car, but I don't want to mess up my car, my little baby. I don't want to mess up my baby. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to even like go the DoorDash route. But for the most part, that's kind of what I do. Like mainly I'm trying to survive off of this income, but it's really hard, and a lot of people do struggle with surviving off of this income, but with time it'll get better. There's other things you can learn too, like trading. I've been learning trading, so I really want to be a profitable trader, and I will one day, and that is how I plan on sustaining my cutie lifestyle, because yeah.
And also, it takes a lot of courage to be a flight attendant. A lot of people are afraid to do stuff like that. Some people are afraid of flying, period, from one location to the next. So imagine you had to do that for a living. So imagine you had to do that for a living 2 or 3 times a week. You got to fly here and fly back to other countries. Most people are afraid to do jobs like that. So these black girls who are flight attendants, that shows that they are brave. They have courage.
Okay, this is my first voiceover, so please have mercy on me, like Shawn Mendes said. I'm just trying to show you guys the day in the life of being a gate agent, because I get mistaken for a flight attendant all the time. I'm not a flight attendant. I cannot answer questions about being a flight attendant, but I can show you what being a gate agent is. So this is me getting ready to work a turn. A turn is I'm meeting the inbound flight. The passengers deplane. The planes have to be cleaned and catered. Once that is done, I go ahead and begin boarding for the outbound. So this is me on the jet bridge. We do have to drive the jet bridge. I work at a major hub, so there's no one to drive the jet bridges except for the gate agents. So this is the inbound pulling in. The ramp agents putting down the chalks. Make sure that those wheels are in place. This is me driving up. And then this is me wrapping things up, shutting the door. Got a little break, little snack in between. This is me going for round 2, my second turn of the night. Inbound coming in. This is me making the announcements for the outbound. I also like to make a little note for the flight attendants, just to know that I let them know that I appreciate them. And then once I'm done boarding, we do have to take down the paperwork to the flight attendants to let them know how many passengers are on board. I also do have to talk to the captains, which you'll see later. This is me pulling the jet bridge away from the aircraft. Whew, I'm out of breath. This is going so fast. So this is me exiting after pulling the jet bridge off. That's my aircraft pushing back, and that was me doing the paperwork on the computer. This was the 3rd flight I didn't get to record, but then they sent me over to D. It's super far away. It's not my favorite concourse. I have little legs. I was getting tired. There's my Red Bull. This is me just showing a view. And then it was a light flight, so I wasn't tripping too hard, but This is me going down the jet bridge stairs. This is something that we have to do before and after flights. We have to make sure that nothing is in the way of the jet bridge wheels, because if you run over something with those jet bridge wheels, it's a problem. You can lose your job. So you have to be very mindful, double check. This is also me going on the aircraft just to make sure that it's cleaned properly, that the cleaners did their thing, that it's catered. Whew. Still out of breath. I only had 56 passengers on that one. Super easy. This is me in the cockpit. This is what I was talking about. I have to give the numbers of how many people are on board, talk to the flight attendants, and then this is me wrapping things up again. Now I'm being sent over to Concourse 8, which is on the other side. Like I said, I have little legs. We don't have transportation in my airport. Whew. I was like, let me go ahead and treat myself to Starbucks. This is me eating a little snack. So I got the banana bread warmed up, and I love to put cream cheese on top. It's a super yummy snack for me, as you can see. And then I went into the bathroom just to see how I was looking. I didn't have any other flights for the night, which was a blessing. So this is me going downstairs to clock out at the ramp. I know it's dirty looking, looks really ghetto, but you see no one's at the time clock except for me. So I'm in and out of that thing. This is me getting ready to walk to the bus. Because I work at a large airport, I do have to get dropped off at